Well, hello there, everybody. How are you doing on this Friday evening? I hope that you have had a good one. I was a busy little bee today, just running around all over the place. I am so glad that OnPassive brand laxatives is here just in case we need them. And quite frankly, you know, those really could serve a purpose. So I'm so glad that you're here. And hello, Joe. Thank you so much for being here. I know you made it just in time. I was over hanging out over with Beth myself for a bit. Hello there, Magical Neb. How are you? I hope you're doing very well. Let's spill the tea on fusion. Oh, there'll be more information. Will be forthcoming. It will. It most definitely will. I have got Mr. Chalupa up here, and little Miss Salsa is underneath a fluffy blanket, all cuddle bugged. And I got something for salsa. I thought it was just salsa, but it's chalupa too. Hey, Manhan, how are you? Um, Salsa has separation anxiety. So when I leave, she barks and barks and barks some more. Well, Mr. Man has picked up that habit. So I'm like, okay, this isn't good. I mean, and it's not like I'm gone for hours on end. I mean, I will run an errand, come back. So it's not like I'm leaving them for hours or anything because I work from home. But I do know it can get annoying hearing a little dog go and go and go. So I did get something with one of my neighbors sent me this. So I'm like, okay, I get the hint. My dog's bothering you. Um, and it's a bark collar. They're not shocked or anything like that, but there's like a vibrational type thing. And so I put it on Salsa today. She didn't even need it. We went outside. She didn't see anybody to bark at because she usually does bark. And came back in. It's like there's been nothing to bark at. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? I guess we will try it again when I'm actually going to go somewhere and see how that works. And then I found out I've got to put some on chalupa too. Because the other day when I came back, well, it was actually today because I took salsa with me twice when I ran a couple of errands. I was like, I know she makes a fuss. And I came home and I heard Mr. Man all upset. And I'm like, well, holy crap. I'm glad I got two of these things because I was just wondering if he was doing this stuff too. And he is. So there you go. you know. So I'll let you guys know how this works out. And I mean, I don't like putting anything on them like that, but at the same time, I don't want to bother the humans either. Hello and welcome. I'm not sure how to say your name correctly, but good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Hello, Sherry. How are you? Mr. Level, you just came over from Queens. I had a feeling you might have. Hunting Hunbot, yes. Hunting Hunbot is here. Thank you, Sherry, for saying hello to the puppies. Hello, Angel. How are you? Hello, Queen. Right, long time no see. DTI, nice to see you. Ellen, good to see you. You're from Canada. Welcome, welcome. And I think I've gotten everybody. All right. Okay, so today, now what we're going to view was sent to me. I'm going in cold. I don't know what's up, but I'm told it will all tie together in a nice, tidy little bow. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to tie it together in a nice, tidy little bow. And this first one, I don't even know how to pronounce this person's name. I'm not going to really worry about it, but I'm going to read the description and the title because it's hashtag, if I can talk here, goodness. OnPassive is not a delay. Well, it's not. So, I mean, well, first of all, does it really exist? I'm just going to go back to the fact that there's not even a damn website. You can't send anybody to a damn website to learn anything about OnPassive. So the only people that are interested are the people who are already in OnPassive. So let's not try to fool people that like people are looking to find out about OnPassive, because they're not. And because if they were, they gave up a long time ago. That's what they did. They gave up a long time ago. All this foolishness going on. And it is then the rest of it is going through normal business process. Well, I'm going to say, no, this is not a normal business process. There's nothing about this has been normal whatsoever. And so let's not try to fool ourselves in thinking that this is normal, because it's not. And the only thing that the video description says is this video is to remind us about the process of OnPassive. Let's understand that any great business must go through this process. Well, I don't even know that. I'm a little bit scared about what I might see. Oh goodness! But you know what? We're in this together, right? We're here for it. So let me go ahead and pull it up for you guys. And here we go. Here we have this fine gentleman. And let's see. And hopefully you guys are going to be able to hear it. And we'll see what he has to say. I mean, if anybody here thinks this is a normal business process, I mean, I've got this swampland to sell you. All right, Dottie, let's go.
Hello, dear founders. Hope you are doing good. Happy New Year. Happy 2025.
Now, first of all, I am going to say that whatever is on the shelves behind him, I like this far better than what Ash has on his real shelves, because this looks like it is some kind of like a green screen type thing, but it's kind of weird how it's blurred out around him. I don't know. It's kind of a weird setup, but at least these shelves, I think, are much more presentable than what we see with Ash's.
I know there's a whole lot going on. People have been reaching out to me, asking a lot of questions here and there. I've also been busy with work, and we thank God for a wonderful and amazing new year. If you're there, please share this video. Today, I'll be naming this video, OnPassive is not slow. OnPassive is going through a natural business process. This is a process that every genuine business goes through, okay? And it's something you must understand when business starts to build, especially businesses that have people in mind. Is very, very important. When you look at OnPassive, there are three kinds of people in OnPassive. One, you have people who believe. Okay, there are three kinds of founders: those who believe, those who don't believe, and those who believe partially. You might name the other kinds, okay, but these are the three sure people as founders. Now, each of these founders have also brought people in. So the group of people they have brought in, they also have these three categories of people, okay, which is very, very normal in every business. And it's even needed in every business. What do I mean? Those who don't believe, there are some reactions that they will be bringing to you. Those reactions will push you to think out of the box and push you to sit up. Those who believe, they will encourage you and stand with you as you build for those who don't believe. And those who believe partially, they'll be playing these two roles, but partially. Sometimes they encourage you, sometimes they are weak, okay? And this is normal. That is why even in my WhatsApp group, Newsemo Tech, if you have not joined, go down below, click that link and be part of it. That is why there, we accommodate every people, every person from across Africa with different mindsets. Some are fed up, some are encouraged, some are partially fed up and all that. These categories of people are needed in every business. That is why we are many. That is why we are more than 2 million. Don't expect that number not to have such categories of persons.
Wait, you're more than 2 million? Where did he get these extra people? Because it's not 2 million. Right? I mean, we know that what the SEC said, 800,000. And we know there's like over 1 million accounts, but that's not people.
Now, it is not about the categories of persons, it's about how you react and how you address them. That is why being a leader or a founder is not a walk in a park. It's not about money. It's about how to manage people when you are in crisis.
Wait, what do you mean it's not about money? So when people joined, they joined to manage people? I think they joined to make money. Am I wrong? Because I don't think anybody was like, yeah, I'm joining to manage people. And if you're joining to manage people, that means that you have a downline, which then it, kind of smells Amish. And I know like Ash is like, oh, we're not that. We're not that. But, when you look like it, sound like it, walk like it, and you quack like it, well, a duck's a duck.
When you are going through a normal business process that every other business goes through, you must understand that there's a statement or a word that we use especially across Africa and the world.
But I am going to say, I know where I work, nobody's there because they have a belief like in the company. I mean, we believe in the company, like, okay, we're going to get paid, blah, 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 blah. But we're not going around, in the same way as they are on OnPassive, because we're not creating songs. We're not basically having revivals. We're not, doing anything like how the founders behave. So I think this is a little bit odd that he's trying to make it sound like what OnPassive is a normal business, because it's anything but that. Things are not disclosed. So I'm having a problem here, but I'll continue listening to him.
I don't know if we understand this statement. It's called vision. Vision is a spiritual statement. Vision is not a physical statement. Why? Because when you say vision, it means you have seen something that physical eyes cannot see, physical hands cannot touch. Okay? But you can see it, you can perceive it. You can see it from far, it's beyond. When you explain it, only you can understand it. That is why if you look at the way that Ash speaks, the way it comes out, there is a way that Ash speaks so far as this business is concerned.
Yeah,
with so much confidence, with so much relaxation, with so much utterance. There is that utterance. There's a way he speaks with so much confidence. But many of you will be asking, why does he speak like this without something that we can see physically? That is because he has seen something that you cannot see. There are some other founders who also speak in that same light because they have seen something that you cannot see. Okay? And that is why vision is not money. Vision, in order for your vision to be clearer, you have to put money aside and first look at the impact of what you are visioning, of what a vision is giving you. For instance, when Ash speaks all the time, he talks about, I came here to change your life. I came here to make you better. That is his vision. That is his passion. That is what he came to do. You are a founder in OnPassive. What did you come to do? Why are you here? If you are here for money, it's going to be challenging because you are going to...
And Monhun, I will absolutely agree with you. This gentleman is much more presentable, better prepared, and better spoken than Ash's favorite unofficial, official spokespeople. Much better. He's very smooth, he's articulate, and he's not yelling at you. He seems friendly.
Going to be rushing. And amazingly, OnPassive is not for you alone. It's for a global world. This is something we must understand. I repeat, the word vision is not a physical statement, it's a spiritual statement. And because it's a spiritual statement, you have to understand that there are many things that you don't see now that are already in operation. OnPassive is not taking long. It's going through a normal business process. Every genuine business goes through this. In many years to come, no one will remember that OnPassive went through these challenges. Microsoft, Google, so many other businesses Apple, so many other businesses, when they come online and they explain their challenges, they explain those challenges maybe in one page note or maybe in few lines. Those few lines are just statements that they are making, but in real term, it was a real challenge, and it was many years went by why they were going through those challenges. You must understand this, okay? That is why, as I always tell you guys, please be patient, and you must understand that OnPassive is not for you alone, okay? And we have a long way to go. I think in my group, I made this statement and somebody was saying, no, how can you pray that we should go a long way? Let this happen now. No, that is not. You have to be realistic. You must set realistic goals.
Hello, Vivian.
Like I said, look at OnPassive as a long-term goal, long-term business. And there are things that you can start doing now. Maybe at a workplace, other businesses. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, on OnPassive, on Ash, etc. You instead be distracting yourself from too many things, okay? And I also want to advise some of our leaders and founders. We have moved that stage where we blow things out of proportion, okay?
I see you, Tara.
If something is low, say it is low. Something is average, say it's average. Something is high, say it's high. Don't blow things out of proportion. I think this is some of the things that keep some founders very worried. You know, they're always high, low, because we use a very, very poor system of marketing. I call it a poor system of marketing because when I look at big companies of the world or in the world, they don't really try to convince you using some over emotional talk or try to entice you. No. What they do, they focus on their project and make it good. They focus on their product and just make it good. For instance, many people want to use Apple machines, Apple products. Okay, for instance, I'm just saying for instance. Okay, now, they don't come online and they're trying to call people, come and use, take money from, no. They just make sure that they move a good version, they improve the version, they keep improving, keep telling you why this is good, keep showing you the result it's creating, etc. And I also think that when this business started, we all did not have a good marketing skill, we did not have marketers, so every founder, they were trying to do their best. And then also, we did not also have that leadership skill where we can sit and really guide our thoughts in a way that we can better advertise and sell this product. But now I think we are learning, we are growing, and we are getting to a point where there's a better way we sell the OnPassive products. Also, there was that rush, there was that pressure where it causes the CEO and his team to bring out things that we're not prepared, we're not ready, and you know that rush here and there, back and forth and back and forth. But I love the new strategy. I prefer that they stay quiet, keep the system, build it, make sure it is well organized, make sure it is ready.
Well, at least this guy admits that what was brought out wasn't ready. Unlike other people who are like, yeah, it was just the best. It's just amazing. It's just, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything so amazing. At least he's honest about that things were not, you know, all that glittery and all that gold.
Before they dish it out. To me, it doesn't matter how long. What makes OnPassive very important is that it is genuine and it's for the people. That is what makes it powerful. And if you look at the global trend, things are beginning to change. Okay, things are beginning to change, and the global trend is favoring OnPassive. I speak in quotes. Okay, when you look at the American president coming in and some other changes that are happening, you see that OnPassive will be sinking in because there is an environment, there will be a free play ground for every tech company to come and showcase their skill, come and exhibit their skill, and so many things are going to be playing on the site of OnPassive. That is how I see it, based on my analysis, based on my observation, okay? And that is why I appreciate God for this year, and I'm so happy. Please, founders, please be patient. Don't overwork yourself. OnPassive is real. Don't bother to, of course, there'll be people that are going to be arguing that it's fake. Those things are very common in businesses. They are not normal, but they are common. Okay?
I don't think any of us have said that it's, quote, fake, but we're saying now it doesn't really exist, and I'm just leaning back into there's not a website. You cannot go to a website. You cannot tell somebody, oh, you can go look it up on our website, because there's not one. And that's really important, because if you want people to learn about anything, where do they go? They go online to go find out about whatever company, whatever product. They look it up. What are they going to find when they look up OnPassive? They're going to see that the company doesn't have a website. And that might make them go, huh, that's kind of odd. And I would agree with them. And Chris says, must join the company, must join the company, must join the company. One of us. That's exactly how I'm reading it.
It's not normal to have mad people around, but it's common to have mad people around. You always have people who come and talk. I was not saying that they are mad, please, sorry. I just give that as an example, but I'm saying that it is very common. Okay? It's common to have people coming to tell you are fake because of this, because of that, because everyone has their own personal grievances, they have their own personal issues as far as OnPassive is concerned because of one or two reasons. And now we're in a world where technology is cheap. Everyone can come on YouTube and say what they want to say, go on Facebook, etc. So I don't think we should.
I see what Queen is saying here. If I can't read what the company is about, a mission statement, which we've never seen a mission statement, a policy, etc., then it's not real. And I know she and I have both read some of their documentation, their user guides, which have got to be the absolute worst user guides I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's what I do for a living, is put together those types of documents and job aids and stuff. And so it's like, wow, this is just absolutely deplorable. Nobody would ever be able to understand what's going on. It's kind of crazy. The fact that when there was a website, there was never a point of contact. You could put a little note in for someone to contact you. I don't know if anybody actually would, but there wasn't a phone number. There wasn't an email address. That's unusual. Actual companies give their contact information. But when OnPassive did have a website, they didn't. But there sure were a lot of, hype about these products that, wow, I mean, we never really saw all these different things. Marty wrote them. Well, then, I mean, that would explain a lot, especially if there's things that are misspelled, because Lord knows the man cannot pronounce very common words.
Be bothered about that. What we should have is, do you have a vision for OnPassive? Can you perceive your vision? When you have your vision will align with Archie's vision, and then they will become one. And when they become one, what will drive that vision is faith. Because my Bible, my Jesus defines faith as this: is evidence of things not seen, evidence of things you cannot touch, evidence of things you cannot see physically. But the word evidence means is something that you alone can see. There's an evidence that that thing exists. Are you getting now? And I'm talking about faith now in Christ Jesus. And I'm just bringing it here to give you an example of what faith is. And you cannot strive in life if you don't have faith, because faith is built on trust. When you have faith on something, in something, you begin to trust that thing. Are you getting now? So that is how I give that example, because as a Christian, we build on faith. Our Christ Jesus is by faith that we know him. That is why when I say I know Christ, I have experienced Christ, I have seen him, I speak with him, someone who doesn't have that experience will begin to ask me, where is he? Can I touch him? I want to see him. Now you cannot see him because we see him by faith and we have evidence. There are experiences that are spiritual that we have.
I'm just saying your notion of evidence is vastly different than my own. I'm thinking of like the scientific, being able to disprove a hypothesis. And this whole thing that is evidence because you can see something that other people cannot see, I don't really understand that. And religion and business, those really should not be together. Angel says, it's so wild to me how they have managed to tie up so much of God and Christ. It's like church, except they're using God to praise Ash. Wow. Good one, Angel. Oh my gosh, right? He has seen Christ and his name was Ash Mafara. DTI said, I had brunch with Jesus. I gave a massage to Jesus. Oh, good for you. But I'm really finding this whole notion, his notion of evidence, to be very surreal. You know? Absolutely. There are more Muslims and Hindi and OnPassive than Christians, but somehow it's all about Jesus. And, I really kind of wonder that myself. Like when Ash is speaking, which God is he referring to? Because if you're Christian, the Christians are taking it to be, the Christian God. But I'm sure the Muslims are taking it to be their God, how they view God. Sherry says, God and Jesus hate scams and how they hurt people. And Monhun says, Ash was actually the 13th disciple at the Last Supper, but his ego was too large to paint. Oh my gosh. Oh, religion, racism. Well, I mean, they definitely use religion to manipulate people. And I have a huge problem with that. Even as an atheist, I have a huge problem that you take somebody's belief system and twist it and twist them with that belief system. It's wrong.
That we can confirm that he is alive. It's very, very important. And the first experience is the Word of God. When you read it and you have faith in it, it begins to manifest and you see it is a personal dealing. So that is why I brought that example.
Oh, don't tell me.
Hello, dear founders.
Don't know where that was.
Very common in business. It's common to have people coming to tell you are fake because of this, because of that, because everyone has their own personal grievances, they have their own personal issues as far as OnPassive is concerned.
But I would say now the fact that there's not a website, there's no products, what do you actually have? You have a pipe dream. That's what you have. It's empty. Empty promises. Everything is just absolutely empty. Ellen, you think Ash has his own God. And Monhun says, I personally know of a few, thankfully, former Buddhist founders who really hated all the Christian talk. And they felt like outsiders in the OnPassive world due to that. I bet they did. I bet so. And that is why In a business, you should not bring in religion because religion will divide people. If you're trying to unite people, don't use religion, especially when everybody has a different belief system. And Tara says, or Chris, I should say, oh, the spell is broken. Did I join OnPassive while he was speaking? Hey, Jelly, how are you? Hope you're doing well, my dear.
Concerned because of one or two reasons, and now we're in a world where technology is cheap. Everyone can come on YouTube and say what they want to say, go on Facebook, etc. So I don't think we should be bothered about that. What we should have is, do you have a vision for OnPassive? Can you perceive your vision? When you have your vision will align with Archie's vision, and then they will become one. And when they become one, what will drive that vision is faith. Because my Bible, my Jesus defines faith as this: is evidence of things not seen, evidence of things you cannot touch, evidence of things you cannot see physically. But the word evidence means is something that you alone can see. There's an evidence that that thing exists. Are you getting now? And I'm talking about faith now in Christ Jesus. And I'm just bringing it here to give you an example of what faith is. And you cannot strive in life if you don't have faith, because faith is built on trust. When you have faith on something, in something, you begin to trust that thing. Are you getting now? So that is how I give that example, because as a Christian, we build on faith. Our Christ Jesus is by faith that we know him. That is why when I say I know Christ, I have experienced Christ, I have seen him, I speak with him. Someone who doesn't have that experience will begin to ask me, where is he? Can I touch him? I want to see him. Now you cannot see him because we see him by faith, and we have evidence. There are experiences that are spiritual that we have, that we can confirm that he is alive. It's very, very important. And the first experience is the Word of God. When you read it and you have faith in it, it begins to manifest, and you see it is a personal dealing. So that is why I brought that example in OnPassive. Do you have a vision? Have you seen something? Have you perceived something in OnPassive that no matter the challenge, no matter the noise, no matter the fake, the people are saying that it's fake and all that stuff, you can sit quietly and close your eyes and say, Lord, I know something about OnPassive. I believe in this business. This is how great men grew. Nobody appeared and disappeared. Nobody. They reached at a point where
I'm sorry that just sitting around and saying that you believe in OnPassive and you have faith in OnPassive is not going to make it so. It's not going to make it so that you get paid. It's just not. I mean, that's all fine and dandy that you can go around and do that, but that is not based in reality. You're not looking at the actual facts, sir.
where everything seemed down. Everything seemed like nothing was working. And they sat and everyone left. And
Monhun says, they know Ash is real because they've seen him on countless pointless webinars and now have faith he's alive, even though he's ghosted them for weeks in this turbulent time. And that's so very interesting that you use the word turbulent time. And this is a very important, time period for the founders, and for them not to have the quote leader out in the open because he's in his hidey hole. That should say a lot, that he's just, not coming out to speak. Why not? What is he hiding? What is actually not happening that yet he claims is?
they
I
said,
don't
no,
think you
I will
can
not live.
resurrect Mr.
I
Lovell.
die, I die. I perish, I perish. This thing is real. And if you have not gotten to that point in life, then I think that you are still joking or you are still there. Keep moving until you get to that point. Ash, Many times he's broken more than you and I, but he keeps going on. He keeps moving. It's not easy. Even some of the founders who have brought millions of people, hundreds of people, it's not easy for them as well, because that load is there, that pressure is there. But I tell you guys, stay focused. OnPassive. Listen to me. OnPassive is more than real. If I wake up in the morning and Ash announces that he has closed OnPassive, are you following me? I will still believe in OnPassive. You know why? Because OnPassive is God's business. OnPassive is God's project. Even Ash does not have the power to stop OnPassive. If Ash decides now that he wants to stop OnPassive, he cannot stop OnPassive. Do you understand? He is just a vessel, and God is.
Sir, it stopped. I mean, I hate to break the news to you, sir, but nothing is going on. If anybody is doing any work, it's for Unfusion. It's not for OnPassive.
Wise. When God wants to change people, when he wants to bring a certain change, there is a way he goes about it. So please guys, stay focused. Stay focused. Share this video, keep on praying. If you're a Christian, don't joke with Jesus this season. Stay in intimacy. There's a lot of pollution going on out there, all kinds of gospel. Stay with Jesus and begin to build, because there's a lot.
Rewind that. Okay. I'm not sure how far back you want me to go. I'll take it back to here. Let me know if this is okay.
Easy. Even some of the founders who have brought millions of people, hundreds of people, it's not easy for them as well, because that load is there, that pressure is there. But I tell you guys, stay focused. OnPassive. Listen to me. OnPassive is more than real. If I wake up in the morning and Ash announces that he has closed OnPassive, are you following me? I will still believe in OnPassive. You know why? Because OnPassive is God's business. OnPassive is God's project. Even Ash does not have the power to stop OnPassive. If Ash decides now that he wants to stop OnPassive, he cannot stop OnPassive. Do you understand? He is just a vessel, and God is wise. When God wants to change people, when he wants to bring a certain change, there is a way he goes about it.
Mr. Level, did I get it to where you wanted to be able to, when I rewound it? Did I get to where you needed it to go?
So please guys, stay focused. Stay focused. Share this video, keep on praying. If you're a Christian, don't joke with Jesus this season. Stay in intimacy. There's a lot of pollution going on out there, all kinds of gospel. Stay with Jesus and begin to build, because there's a lot to happen in OnPassive, and there's a lot to happen globally. Stay blessed. Those of you who are sick, I pray in the name of Jesus, get healed. Those of you who are weak, I pray in the name of Jesus, get strength. Those of you who are confused, I pray in the name of Jesus, have sense, have knowledge. The Bible says that all wisdom and knowledge are in Christ Jesus. You cannot be a Christian and you are stuck. In the name of Jesus. Those of you who are stuck in your businesses, I release grace upon you in the name of Jesus. Those of you who are weak to pray, I speak into your spirit in the name of Jesus. Begin to pray and connect with Jesus daily. Begin to grow in intimacy with the word. Those of you who are Christians and you have gifts that the Lord has bestowed upon you, I pray that those gifts be made manifest through prayer and through the word. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Stay blessed, guys, and see you on the other side. The other side means glory. Thank you.
Oh, Lordy. Lordy. Hush. Okay, I want to make sure I'm up over to the next thing. Goodness. That was just something else. What that was, I'm just not sure. You know? Yep, prosperity gospel. That's exactly. Yep. I can tell he attends church that preaches prosperity gospel. It is preached by religious fraudsters. Yeah, all the evangelists preach it, and it is interwoven within the world of MLM. Speak to my spirit. That sounds dangerous. My gosh, we need Bob Larson. I've heard Jesus' name more than at church. Wow. Wow. I mean, he really was reminding me of, like Joel Osteen, which I cannot stand the man. And he is from my hometown here. And I'm sure he will not open up his doors to people when it's like freezing outside next week. It's supposed to snow here in Houston next week from the winter storm. Is your sleep paralysis team? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I mean, he wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for his father. That's the only reason that, he turned the summit into a church. The summit was, we were like the Rockets played before they were playing, I guess, I don't know, at the Toyota Center or wherever the hell they're playing now. I don't remember. And I went to a ton of concerts at the summit. It'll still be the summit to me. Always will. Absolutely, he is a major fraudster. Yep. Because what's always so interesting is how within their the evangelical preachers on TV, is sooner or later their hand is out for you to be handing them over money. Does he serve coffee and cookies in the vestibule after the sermon? I have no idea. I've never ever been to the church. I haven't wanted to. I've had friends that go there, and I'm just like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, a house could feed thousands. Absolutely. And that's why Houstonians have gotten so angry at him when there's been floods and stuff, and Mattress Mac is opening up gallery furniture to people to come stay at. And, Osteen is off gallivanting somewhere else and never helping anybody. I mean, he's been completely grilled about that here. Monhun is responding to, they just want your money. Is that the kind of church I've seen videos of where they speak in tongues and roll around on the floor? I don't know if I've ever seen that at Osteen's, because, he does come on Sunday mornings. I've seen him on TV a few times, and I will watch just out of morbid curiosity, and that's about it. That's it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Oh my gosh. We are not set up to handle winter storms. And the last time ERCOT is what handles all of our electricity here in the state of Texas, unlike other states. And the surge and everything, I mean, people were out. I was out of power. And I mean, it was so, so cold. And I am concerned that will happen again this next week. I wouldn't be surprised. And so me and the Bubby Wumpkins, if that happens, we will definitely be, gathered up together, trying to stay warm. My gosh, next week he'll be handling snakes. My goodness. I would so go there to record a video to the church. Well, maybe I should sometime. Maybe I should at least go there and show it to you guys. You went to an AA meeting at one of those churches, having a coffee bar there turned me off. Okay, turned you off. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of weird, isn't it? You do not recommend coffee at a church, especially if it's a Lutheran one. For whatever reason, their coffee is toxic. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. And I did just want to kind of, bring this up, especially for if there's any of the founders who are here, is to remind them that although the formation of the OnPassive companies did happen in 2018, in 2021, and then Omedia in 2022. There has also been the dissolution of the companies in Dubai and in Singapore, and Omedia is kaput as well. The office in India, I don't think there's many people there. At least the people who work there aren't there anymore. And now he set up shop in Palestine. So I don't know if there's anybody there working or not, but maybe I'll find out. Oh my gosh, Osteen is worse than Osteen, and the only one worse than Osteen is Ken Copeland. Oh my gosh, you guys. But the most important thing is because I have a number of people still asking, about getting paid, and it's like, no, your agreement was with OnPassive Technologies LLC in Dubai, which is no more. Which that was solely run and operated by Muhammad Kamal. That is how Ash set it up. Ash intentionally set it up so that he would not be responsible for paying out commissions. And that is something that you guys really need to wrap your heads around. And I'll be bringing this out over and over again. And I'll also remind you, too, of Ash's journey here, of all the different things he's been a part of. Because he always likes to say, like, oh, OnPassive is my first company. No, sir. You have created other things. Oh my gosh. I love when Texas gets snow. They always talk about you guys and how horrible your power is on the C News channels. Wow. Even developing countries here seem to have better power infrastructure than Texas. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? And I'm not going to disagree with that. I will not disagree with that at all. Okay, the next one that we have up, and it's close to 40 minutes, is another comfort. I mean, can we handle this? And hers is titled, Are You Staying Informed and Ready for What's Coming? And I'm kind of wondering, is she is? And then she has no description. I really wish she'd put in a damn description. Is that really so hard? And again, we have Ivy and we have Keith. So, Keith, it seems like, has become a mainstay there. So let's go here, and I will pull that one up. Okay. And Beth, I know you did do a stream on Ivy. I mean, all I saw when I popped over there was like she's just yelling at everybody, which is just ever so pleasant. Oh, it says the building in Hybridead was up for lease November. He's been scamming since the 90s, I'm sure. And I'm not sure who you're talking about there, Queen. Oh. If she's still saying the name OnPassive, then she's not informed, right? Right? I mean, Marty sure has been able to say the company for a long time, and it just really seems like, whatever little critter is running around, keeping the lights on, is just doing overtime so that he remembers to say that. Alrighty. Are we ready to take this on? Are you staying informed and ready for what's coming? Are you, Comfort, Ivy, and Keith? Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Empowerment Network with Comfort Convo. Today is the very, very, very special day, and I just want to use this opportunity to thank you. And let's say the date. At least I should say this one, 16th of January, 2020.
Okay, this is a very special day. This was just yesterday. Okay, that's very special.
25 is the day I happened, then I happened to be in the midst of a beautiful family, global family. So I just want to thank you all, guys, for all the messages, all the love since yesterday, since 2 days ago. I'm just being celebrated. I'm just like, God, I'm not sure if I deserve this. Thank you, Father. Thank you for the love of family and all of those things. I appreciate you all so much. And of course, as you can see, I've got my sister and my brother here to join me celebrate this day and of course discuss a beautiful topic. Are you staying informed and ready?
I have such an issue with everybody calling each other sister and brother. Now, I believe that's part of their culture, wherever she is from in Africa, that is part of the culture. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. But I believe that is correct. That is part of the culture for that. And that's also sometimes within some different religions that there will be, brother and sister. But it just makes me so uncomfortable because with OnPassive, it's, it's got all the earmarkings of a cult. We've been through that multiple times. I know Beth has spoken about it as well. And so when I hear that, I mean, I'm just hearing like Jim Jones. However, Jim Jones is not talking as well as he did. He's, it's actually in Ash's voice, which is kind of like a really kind of creepy.
Ready for what's coming up. So, Sister Ivy, welcome. If you can say hi to our people, please.
Yeah, hello and happy birthday. I am so privileged to be the one to be with her. Say happy birthday. Nobody got that spot. I was like out of my mind. I'm so blessed and honored, and happy birthday, Comfort.
Thank you, sis. I'm humbled. Welcome, Brother Keith.
Hey, welcome. Well, me too. Happy birthday.
Amen.
Happy
Thank
birthday
you.
to you. Happy
Amen.
birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Hip, hooray.
There you
go. Thank you so
Is it just me, or is this video resolution just absolutely deplorable? It just looks awful. Everybody just looks very almost like there is some kind of film on top of it, like wax paper or something.
So much.
Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, our topic today goes like, are you staying informed and ready for what is coming? Because something serious is on the way for you and myself. So, Brother Keith, me and my sister, we have the honor to have you launch this discussion and see where it takes us to.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, again, I'm happy to be here with you, Comfort. It's always a pleasure. It's always fantastic. And Ivy, oh my goodness. Oh, I feel like I'm a blessed man today with these two amazing ladies of OnPassive. And of course, they have made their mark. And we always love to hear them and see them when they show up. My name is Keith. And yes, I got so much to say, but I like to listen as well. So as much as I want to share some things, I'm here to listen. And there's a magic and there's a power in listening. And especially if you listen long enough. Now, the idea of listening, if you may see the title, as you can see the title about listening long enough, is a very important thing that we need to have and cultivate. Being on YouTube for the past few years, what I found out as I took note of my analytics, from time to time, get those analytics to what going on with your channel, who's watching, and what country is the most watched, and the watch time on all those things, give you an idea of what the audience is doing. But I found out that after a while, I found that a lot of people just don't listen long enough. It's a very interesting thing. I mean, we're in a microwave, fast-paced age. It's like, give it to me now, give it to me now. But I found out the ones who pay attention, listen long enough, tend to win. They listen long enough to hear what they need to hear, to know what they need to do. And so that is where I was steering this conversation, and how we all need to just listen, and sometimes even with pen and pencil, to take notes, because we may forget what we hear. It is, say, if you hear an entire conversation, you may walk away with maybe only 30% of what you remember or recall. So if we can be more diligent, I would say deliberate.
Well, at least it cleared
and
up.
More diligent.
Oh, goodness.
We would get so much more out of a conversation. And this conversation today is a very important one for those of you who might be new coming on to this segment here. You just, I believe, hit the lottery. Maybe you don't know it yet, but we know it. And so the hope is that those who are here and the part of OnPassive, we know the deal, we know what's going on. But if you're new, take some time and listen to what we're going to share today. Sister Comfort and Sister Ivy. And I'm pretty sure you're going to walk away transformed.
Amen. I think that was a powerful opening, wasn't it, Sister Ivy? I'm not sure. Really quick, when he was talking about listening and listening long enough, I'm just trying to get a bit spiritual, because if you believe in God, I don't know whatever you believe in, but I read the Bible, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ. We're not preaching here. But then you need to listen. Listening is part of your spiritual growth and life and all of those things. Mm-hmm. The moment you open your Bible in the morning or whatever time you do your devotion, 1 to 3 minutes, you are gone. It doesn't work like that. You need a bit more time, because you start and then you prepare your spirit and then you get ready to listen. So listening is I think it means a lot. Given that our CEO comes all the time, when he says a lot of stuff, he's excited and you are not. I think it's because of this listening thing. And when you are not listening, what happens? You are not informed. And so you don't seem to be ready for what's coming up for us. Sis, it's over to you now, please.
Yeah.
But do you know what's coming? Can you tell us what's coming? Or are you just like guessing something is coming? Doesn't matter what it is, but it's coming. You just know it's coming. Is that it? And Steamship, where are you? Because I mean, it's going to be snowing here, so I'm told, on Tuesday. Winter storm here in Houston.
I really like this topic because listening, to stay informed, is to listen. And to listen is not to listen to what you want to hear. At times we'll be listening to somebody, and what we want to hear, even when he's saying B, then we are turning it, oh, this is what he meant. No, listening is listening with understanding, listening with wisdom.
Good morning to you.
This person says we are going to build a house, and we are going to start next week, and we should collect all the items and start. If you want to listen, you would fall into sync. But if you are not listening, you'll be saying, oh, well, he wants me to help him, and he thinks I'm a slave. So he's looking for somebody to help him carry the sand. He's not talking about sand. So what our CEO has been telling us is has not changed. Are you listening to him, or are you listening to yourself? Or are you listening to your situation? Your situation can put a lot of pressure on you. I'm telling you, we are women. We are women. And I believe the men are so, because there are times I'll be saying something to my husband and he's listening in an upside down manner. Are you getting me? Me too. It's vice versa. So at this time, especially at the beginning of this year, there's no joke. There's no joke for any of us. We have to all step in place and listen in line. We are too busy at this time. We are too busy. So that hearsay is not part of this year. That we should be, you should know how to listen by now. By now, when we come on here and say, prepare for tomorrow, prepare prepare a trade, prepare a talent. Do exactly that. Look for your creativity. Don't be looking for what you want to hear. Oh, well, I thought they were going to let me log into my account. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you. Log into yourself. Log into you.
What?
Thank you.
Log into yourself?
I think, Brother Keith, you laid a powerful foundation here, because Sister Ivy just kind of connected something you said, because you said like the power in listening, and you listen deliberately. You know, when you're listening deliberately, you want to make sense. What message is the
No, I think when you guys are listening, you're hearing what you want to hear. And that's it. I don't think there's anything that's actually going on.
CEO sending out today? You are not listening like, this is what I want to hear, and if he has not said it, then he did not communicate. It doesn't work like that. I think that's why some people are stuck in the rut of complaining and then going around and getting over there and getting wrong stuff and feeding themselves with. But if you listen attentively, deliberately, with intentionally, then you will make the meaning out of it, the wisdom and all of those things. This is just powerful. So, Brother Keith, I'll just let you go. Let's just make a pre-discussion so that people speak their heart. And guys, we just want to call on you all to join us in this conversation. Let us know what you think about this topic. Are you staying informed and ready for what's coming? And we're emphasizing on intentional listening. Brother Keith, please.
Yes, again, I tell you, when I hear Ivy speak, I get excited, because she does know how to pivot, you know. And I thought about some moments during the last 3 years. I would say 4 years being in OnPassive, and there were some key moments. There were some defining moments when I spoke. And if you can recall, if you may remember, or maybe you don't remember, you said something like, I'm going to let the government into OnPassive and check us out before we get to a certain point. Then come in anytime and check us out. Those are important keys to note about a company that's trying to impact the world. When you said, listen, folks, we have nothing to hide. How many companies you know in 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year, gone? The reason why, because they were covering up so many things. So many things finally came out in the company that's going to last anymore, because it was not transparent. And a big part of why OnPassive is still around is because of what they've been doing. Now, Ash sometimes don't speak in the way that we think he should speak. He may sound coded sometimes. The reason why he does sound that way is because he's saying to you, if you're listening,
may sound coded. No, you guys make that up. You make it up that there's like, you got to read between the lines or listen between the lines or something. Basically, you've got to get out your secret decoder ring and figure out what the hell it is that Ash is saying. You guys made that shit up. Ash intentionally speaks in a very confusing way. Lots of words, a ton of words. And just, he really doesn't say anything. That's actually what's going on. Mr. Level defining moments.
we are doing something massive. We have opened the door. However, we realize that we can't be opening the door like that every single time, every single day. Things have changed. So now when we speak, listen. Sometimes it may require to go and listen to the tape again, and they're trying to listen to Ash once or twice or 3 times to get the full meat of what he's saying. And so we see here now that even though not speaking, are we listening? He's not speaking, but there's still a voice, even in the quietness of what's happening here. And so what he's saying, guys, when I come out, it's not about we have another this and we're thinking about this. He's saying, be ready. So if he said, listen, be ready. What? He's telling you guys, be ready. If you listen to that, what you'll be doing now is preparing yourself. Now, think about money. What comes with money? Legal issues, lawyers, accountant, maybe business ideas. Maybe think about LLC. Think about maybe how you're going to do your savings. Maybe think about some things you want to maybe purchase. You start to plan. Maybe make a vision board. Are you listening? Are you actively listening? And so this is why what I hear when I hear Ash speaks is saying, guys, I know we've had some jams, we've had some logging and some bottlenecking going on here. We had some enemies and we had some fights. However, I've not quit. Have you heard him say, I'm not quitting? Because some folks, they hear it, but they don't really hear it. He's saying it's do or die. He said it in his mouth, do or die. To the powerful things. Ivy, please take it here because I'll keep on going.
Oh my God! This is a very sweet conversation. I like it because we talked about when you pray in any religion. When you pray just talking. Or you pray either with your mouth talking or your mind talking, whichever. Or you pray in silence, whichever is your religion. Now, whatever you are praying to has to answer you back. Are you getting me? So if you keep on talking, in whatever religion, I studied world religions to the very end. I've been in every kind of religion you can imagine. Do you understand me? All is a feedback. All requires feedback. Let's leave word answer to prayer. All requires feedback. If I'm talking to Comfort and I'm talking to you, it requires feedback. And as I'm talking, I require feedback from Ginger, from James, from Mahmoud, from Cynthia Daring, from everybody on this. We require feedback. Feedback means you listened. And the most important thing I want to say now, I also need that feedback. Do you see?
Oh, dang it.
Talking, I require feedback from Ginger, from James, from Mahmoud, from Cynthia Daring, from everybody on this. We require feedback. Feedback means you listened. And the most important thing I want to say now, I also need that feedback. Do you see? Diane is saying, happy birthday, Comfort, is a feedback. Now, in the art of listening, Ash is also listening to us. We are doing, listen to Ash. No, we've passed that stage. He's also listening to us. He wants to hear, to make sure that all he's been saying, we've heard. Number one, he's waiting for feedback to know that all he's saying, we've worked on it. Are you getting me? At times, God will say, pray 3 times a day, you've been lazy. Now, go read your Bible or go help the poor. Our Ash also needs feedback. What feedback are we giving to him? He's also listening. Now, at times when you get into the presence of somebody, especially with me, I'll be listening, I'll be watching, I'll be looking at face, I'll be looking at all kinds of things. I'll be listening for body language, for anything that I can get. Let's say I've gone to negotiate on behalf of my company. I'm listening with all my senses without speaking. And do you know what? Ash has to have information from us. We have to listen in a way where we speak back. We have to talk back to him. We have to speak back to him. That is part of listening.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we can say just a lot, because talking about Ash listening to us, I mean, he listens even us to asking, what would you like me add into the ecosystem? People from within this family have made suggestions, and Ash has taken them seriously and put them into practice. That's listening.
That's listening.
You know, so there's so much about this listening thing, you know, because when you listen, then you that's when you listen, you respond. That's when we have feedback, Sister Ivy. When you listen, you make informed decisions. If you don't listen, you go to court, they say, this is your death warrant. The only thing you have to do also is sign it. And then you sign because you did not listen or you did not read. Then you're gone, right? I'm not sure if I'm taking it too far, but then listening is all of these things. So much is in store for us. Whatever Mr. Mufara promised us in 2018, when this whole movement started, nothing has changed. He has gone through thick and thin. He is still going through so much that we will never know. You know, there have been twists and all of those things. People have beaten him really hard, and he has bled. We've watched him bleed with a smile on his face. But what is he doing? He still says, I am still here, and I am still working on it because I have to deliver it. Because this mission is not mine. I am only an instrument, and I'm here to deliver what God has assigned me to do, right? When you don't listen, you go out there, like in my language, Keith, I'm going to put you in trouble. Now, back home in Pidgin, we say, Master, that thing don't fail. And I don't go, you know. So my sister is from Ghana, she might understand a bit. So listen, I'm done. I'm just done with that thing. I'm not sure it's working again because you are not listening. Why did he come out on the 24th, for crying out loud? What did he say? What was that message, that short thing he posted in the OES on the 31st? Listening has to do with all the senses. Sometimes you listen by touching. Sometimes you listen by seeing, reading the message in the OES. That's still listening. Go and read with your eyes. Where does it go to? Into your mind, into your memory.
Yeah.
When you listen, where does it go to? So when we don't do all of these things, you know, then we get stuck because we fall short of information, of the right information. Then you begin to wonder, oh my God, I've just given up. You are giving up on what? When you're supposed to be buckling up, preparing your boots and shoes. The other day, I watched what our sister Ivy is doing in Rwanda. She does a lot. She's been in Nigeria, just uplifting humanity, doing things to people and stuff like that. Those are things we're supposed to be doing, you know. If you can't do it, tell Sister Ivy that I live in your neighborhood and I have some few stuff if in case you are going to Rwanda or Nigeria again. Some people send some few coins, whatever your heart moves you to do. Do it while you wait, because we need to practice. We've got fields are wide, harvests are waiting, and we need to make the harvesters. So if you don't listen, you miss it, then you miss out on the assignment, except that you were not called. I know that many are called, few are chosen. Brother Keith, I don't want to steal this from you. I just let you go. Take your
Hey, I love to hear you both. Listen, you both are doing a fantastic job. You know, but to add to the conversation even more, you know, I hear a lot, Marty and Chris, when they talk about folks who are reaching into them and saying, we saw something here and we saw something there and line, is that true or not? When it was said several times, if it's not in the back office, treat it like a grain of salt. See, that's listening. So we're going to find that with a company like OnPassive, there are going to be many attacks. There are going to be many different swords and devices coming our way to distract people. I remember I did a video some time ago, and two ladies took my video. It was about 12 minutes long and make an entire hour and a half out of it, chew me apart, saying, how could I be a part of this thing? It's not real. What's going on? He's such a good young man. He's lost his way. I laughed for the entire thing. It's gone now. I'm like, where's that video? Where's that masterpiece they created? It's gone. They took it away. But the point is that these are folks who are there trying to derail people. And so if you listen to certain things, you got to make a note of it. If it's not in the OES, my goodness, I cannot put emphasis on that thing. If Ash didn't say it, it's not that serious. And so, again, it comes down to, like I was saying, people, they hear what they want to hear. It's like you have to almost retrain your brain. And oftentimes you say A and say, how did you hear B? I mean, we never said B, we said A. But folks tend to want to hear. Sometimes they hear to anxiety, they hear to fear, they hear to doubt, they're hearing through all kinds of different things, not realizing that, when you have love that is such a prevalent part of this company, from the heartbeat, when someone can say, I'm gonna take my own resources to the tune of, I believe, millions, and sacrifice their family time with young kids, and sacrifice so much for strangers. I mean, what more do we really want? I think about even the time that it's taken, and I start to listen. What I need to listen to in all of this? So I'm hearing what? Bigness. I'm hearing global. I'm hearing massive. I'm hearing comprehensive. I'm hearing Africa saying thank you. I'm hearing Jamaica saying thank you. I'm hearing Asia saying thank you. And so it's just that way we have to kind of rethink and understand that we are about to have a paradigm shift. And to have paradigm shifts is not very often we see an eclipse. Not very often we see this kind of monogamous, gigantic moves and transition. And that's where we are right now. We're about to enter an unpassive age. I keep seeing an unpassive age. Very soon, don't be surprised if when folks start saying, you want to know, go unpassive it. Go on. They will say Google, right? They're going to say unpassive it. Go unpassive it and you'll get the answer. But yes, I do like what Ivy's saying, and you comfort as far as understanding the importance of listening and listening long enough. And this right here is, I would say, geared towards those who are new. This might be the first time hearing about OnPassive on a stage like this. You might be new and wonder what's going on. But here's the key. You're willing to listen long enough. All right. Now, we know that there are companies that solicit me to get started with us. You need 3 weeks of training. You need 4 weeks of going to master classes, or 8 hours of this, and nothing's wrong with that. But how about maybe an hour, half an hour to listen to something? Oh my God, that can change your life. It's not even that serious like that. So we're in a good place, and we're sharing a good thing, and it's something that I think that's very super friendly to people. Very, I would say it's not abrasive. It's not harsh. It's saying you have a chance. It's saying you can win as well. It's saying we're in it to win it together. We're family here, and it's just good to be a part of something like this. And that's why you want to listen a little more, and so you can know what to do to be a part of this global movement here called OnPassive.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah, sure. She's go. I just wanted to quickly read the comment from Minu here. She's so excited for all of us that he almost is watching, or she's watching our faces and hardly listening. Yes, listen. You need to listen.
He's listening. Just listening the right way. Listening and watching our faces, and that's the right way to listen. Yeah.
Exactly, because it goes with what we say goes with our body language, like Marty would say. You want to match our words and our body language. Is everything adding up so that I can believe them? So thank you. Yeah. So I know we can go on and on and on. Sis, I'll give you time to deliver whatever you have, and at the end of your delivery, if you have a word of encouragement, whatever it is, either to us who are already in or those who are waiting outside, it's yours.
Okay, let me be quick with this. Our world is obsessed with superheroes. We used to like Star Wars. We want to watch Spider-Man. We want to watch the Avengers because they had a superhuman power. They had something that is bigger than them. And if you watch, kids used to like to watch that. And they were obsessed. Kids are obsessed with that because that is the nature God made us, to do above and beyond. Now, when the kids are growing, then we stop saying, oh, don't do this, don't do this. We don't have enough money for you to do this. Then we limit them. Yesterday, I heard Comfort saying, then we want them to choose a profession that will bring money and not creativity. Now, the children of this generation, when I say children from age 2 up to age 20, they are not buying our lie that because they've seen sportsmen fail, they've seen rich men fail, they've seen movie stars fail. So they know that there's something above and beyond those professions. So it's not only money, it belongs to creativity, it belongs to being who you are. Now, we are going to be in an era where this company would provide enough for us so that we do not have to, when the financial situation is taken care of, then what happens? Then we have creativity. Now, mind you, there's...
I want to know where she thinks that they're going to get like this money from, like they're going to take care of everything financially because they're part of this company. Everything financially is going to be taken care of. What are you basing that on? I mean, is it reality? Because it sure doesn't seem like it. It seems like that, you know, I don't know, maybe you're smoking something, or I really don't know. But if you're looking at the track record, which should give you a big clue that you're not going to get anything from it. But I mean, like these three people, they can really wind each other up, you know? And they're just all feeding off of each other's BS. That's the only way I can see it.
Some billionaires who also killed themselves. So at the end of the day, it's not fame, it's not popularity, it's none of those things. At this time, the age of the celebrity is over, because now everybody is a celebrity. You can go on a YouTube and be a celebrity. So now the year of the creativity, the life of creativity of who God made you to be is coming out. That is why Ash is very important, because that is what he has been saying. Who are you? What do you want to be? Now, you watch the people in Brunei and other countries, they just create because the financial situation has been taken care of. So we want you to listen. Are you preparing? Are you preparing, you and your family? Now, the family is going to be, the world is going to be community-based, because we have a man who is working with the heart. The heart means love. Are you getting me? When we talk of love, we're not talking of these small feelings that we're doing. Love is where you are acting from. Are you acting from a place where you want all humanity to be served? Are you acting from a place where you want your brother to be good or bad? So today, as we are talking about listening, we want you to fall into step with what our CEO has been saying. We want you to listen to his heart. His heart is be you. Who are you this year? You ask yourself, what can I be? What can I do? Leave the pocketbook. The pocketbook is already taken care of. What are you? Who do you want to be? What thing do you want to say to somebody? How do you want to be nice to somebody? How do you want to be nice to yourself? How do you want to relax? Yourself, because if yourself is taken care of, the community will be taken care of. Thank you very much.
B.
Wow, it's powerful.
Indeed, that was powerful indeed, Brother Keith. So it's yours now. Just go on, bro.
And, you know, I got to say kudos to the audience out there. Very engaged. I love it. Yeah, you got a nice bouncy kind of a thing going on here. But yes, Ivy, so like what you said a while ago, and as you was,
is there anyone else here that's uncomfortable the way I am listening to them? Because it is just like so much nonsense. And again, I mean, they're feeding off of each other. And as they do that, they're digging each other further and further and further into this belief system that they've created by listening to Ash, Marty and Chris, Red, the usual suspects and themselves too. I find it just, it gives you the ick. Yeah, I am just like, ugh. I think I might need to take another shower after this. It's like it's really uncomfortable.
Speaking, what came to my mind was that you think about a movement, and you think about what it is trying to accomplish. I was talking about OnPassive's methodology and ideology. It's a major part of what we are really emphasizing here. And sometimes folks wonder, what's OnPassive and what's it about, and what it's, I don't get it. I mean, I would ask, what do you think it is? What do you get different kind of answers? Say to these You know, I mean, I'm asking, and I would get different kind of answers. Folks, do you recall in history of people who did exploits, all right, who did spend 20 we know that of India. And how we help to break that. You think of someone, and these folks very, very dedicated to what they felt in their heart needed to be done. And they were and in case feel has mandated to change the upper on the broad areas, area. Now we right to have and you have 98 fail. That's in saying we at least a fair right. So it makes sense. So we now saying folks.
Sorry. Issues. It is intermission. And laptop, I'm over here on it. A few minutes, even about 10, 15. Go and, go grab yourself a thing, but just a quick little intermission here. Okay. And so with that, I can play my little intermission thing. So I'm going to play. There we go. And if it's not going to play, then I'll just put up image over to that. But what I am the screen down. Okay. And now if I can just find the other one. Now I can't find my restream. And Chalupa's wanting to go outside. Do you guys hear him crying? This is what I wanted to put up. And it's not going there. Well, we're just going to say it's an intermission. And I'm going to turn off my sound for now, and I'll be back shortly. Just let everything kind of charge up a bit. And I'll be back soon. Okay?
some companies would say to you, I'll tell you what, to make it happen, just get one person. Often, like if you're watching feels they have this mandate. Did it in a social, in a very impoverished area. Now we're in a world of what and technology, but you have people evil and greed, and they out to suck every life out of us, right? To have the poor and the rich. They want to have the middle class, and so when you have this kind of a system where you have 98% of people fail online trying, something is wrong with that. We're not asking for a handout. That's not a passive mentality. We're not asking for free food here. We're saying what we want to do. We want to give people at least a fair chance, all right? Even to play for a little bit here. You got some saying, pull up yourself by the bootstrap, but they ain't got no boots to pull up. But they give some boots. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So we now are saying, folks, you have a chance. I said it before I go because I'm getting excited now. All right. Some companies would say to you, I tell you what, to make it happen, just get one person, recruit one person, just recruit one person. Do you know how hard it is to depend on somebody else to do the work for you? And then the other person, some say, you know what, just get one and the other line will go to 1,000. Just get one on this on the left side. On the right side, it will go all the way naturally for you. But the left side, just get people on the left side. It doesn't work. Actually saying, if you're listening, he's saying, folks, you could be a single mom with 3 kids going to school. You could be a truck driver dying for the day when you can be home with your family instead of being on the road a month at a time. You could say into a career person after 30, 40 years and figure, I want to retire, but I can't retire because I got some stuff I want to do for my grandkids. You got, the list goes on. The folks who are in Nigeria and Jamaica selling every day in the hot sun could use a month vacation somewhere nice. How about that? How about a person of a fighting? How about a place where they have a community center with computers and they can now learn about computers and these kind of resources? This is what OnPassive is trying to bring about. It's a change and a break from the old draconian chain locked online world where only the few tend to be able to break through.
Is it still choppy for you guys? It's much better? Okay, thank you, Monhun. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it.
And do okay. How about making a whole lot more people happier and more smiles, more water, more hope? That is what it's all about. So again, if you have been listening to what we're saying OnPassive is number one, saying we love humanity. Love is one of the most powerful forces in this world. So it's a foundation that's built on love, which is the strongest foundation. It's built on love, and it's built on putting people first, and it's built on saying, I'm putting people before material things. How can you can't go wrong with that. So we see what we get, the pushback that we get. We are in a very important season, and I'm telling you folks, while we're listening, be very actively engage in what you expect, what you know is going to happen. Start stretching your faith out, believing for bigger and better, because sometimes when God want to bless you, you have to prepare those things so you can pour it in. You can't be there just worrying and speaking doubt on what's going to happen. It's taking too long. How come this ain't happening? What's going on? You know, I mean, how come these people so excited all the time? You know, you can't win that way. We are going to win. It's a matter of time. It's working out fine. It's coming from the divine. We are going to be on the winning side. Folks, I'm telling you, this.
Okay, this whole thing, because they're lockstep with the other guy. It's coming from the divine. It's like this is now God's company, apparently, even though it doesn't really exist. I mean, it's a little bit creepy. So it's a little bit creepy to me. You guys find it creepy? Dang it, I'm having problems now getting it to start again.
I feel so blessed to be here and have you guys. I wouldn't know Ivy, your sister Comfort. I wouldn't know you guys if not for OnPassive. You know, and some of these great folks who chime in here, I wouldn't have no clue what you guys were. So we are a family. We are stronger in numbers and in faith and in love. And folks, I'm telling you, just keep on listening and take notes, because we are about to see something that's going to be revolutionary. I yield.
Oh, wow.
They're always so determined that it's all going to be so different and revolutionary, and, you know, nothing like this has ever been done. Well, I mean, I would say nothing like this has been done, because usually businesses don't, you know, launch several times. And when they do launch, they have an actual product that's working, unlike what we've experienced with OnPassive.
Wow. I mean, it's just it's powerful. You know, we can stay the whole night here. We'll never be done. But I just want to say one or two more things, because one of the things about listening is people who are glued to this whole thing, and Mr. Mufara is held from the back by the shirt, or by some of us, like, because you're just hands on the plow. Why? Because you listened. The very first moment when I joined OnPassive, I was like, let me have a look. But then when I listened, I heard that it was a mission. Because if you listened and got it the very first time, you will know that you are a co-missionary with Mr. Mufara, because his mission is to do what? Change lives around the world. Can he go to my country, to Africa, and go around doing that? No. Even if he goes to Africa, will he go to Ghana, Cameroon, and so on? No. Even if he goes to Cameroon, will he go to all of the regions and so on? No. So we are co-missionaries. If you listened from the very beginning and got this, then nothing can distract you. Mm-hmm. All we do is put our eyes on the big picture, the goal, which is that thing that is waiting for us at the end of the tunnel. And it's coming. It's coming, like Chris would say, right? So if you listened, and you are observant enough, because we have learned this evening and maybe other times that listening has to do with all of the senses. What do? We listen and we observe, and we have already known, me and I believe two of you, we can testify that in this family, there is family, there is team, there is support, there is trust, because there's mutual trust. To be fair, I don't have family anymore. If I need somebody, like I just want to talk to somebody, I can call Keith, I can call Sister Ivy and say, this, I need this. That's how it's working, because we have something in common, that thing that will keep us together till death do us part. It came with listening. So we just have to keep on listening. We have a community, if you listened, because that's how we operate. You know, so earlier on, I think it was this Sister Ivy was saying that some people, they make it, but then they're still depressed. The most depressed people are even rich people and celebrities. Why? Because they don't have these things that we have. They don't have community. They don't have love. They don't have family, because they're up there and isolated. There's no such thing here, you know. So we can go on and on and on. And if you are listening, you have listened to here, then congratulations. Share it with someone. Yes. Tell someone. And if you have listened to here and you are not part of this, watch this platform every blessed day and many others that are similar, talking this similar thing, because it is coming. That thing, whatever you are looking for online on internet, is sitting in Mr. Mufara's ecosystem. It's only a matter of when, and we will be there. Thank you, brother and sister.
Yes.
Thank you, dear family, for joining us. We just appreciate all of you, and we hope to see you again really soon. Thanks.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Thank
We
you.
love you. Thank you.
Love everyone. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Okay. Wow. That was interesting. That was a little bit uncomfortable for me. And Tara says, it's like when I buy a lottery ticket for a chance to win close to $1 billion. I can dream about what I would like to do with the money, but never spend it all. And Monhan says back to Tara, I would give every founder $1,000 if they promised to never join another opportunity or MLM. Right? Right? Absolutely. Man, if I could do that, I certainly would. The more Comfort talks, the more insane she sounds. Oh, yeah, that was a lot. I mean, I agree. That was just, it's just so bizarre. It's just, I'm just so uncomfortable listening to them. And Monhan, when you said that they're much more surreal to watch as the migration continues, I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's just, the only word that I can come up with is uncomfortable. I mean, there's a lot of words I can come up with, but, trying to be polite and everything, I'm just uncomfortable as all get out, because it's like everybody sounds loony. Okay, the last one that we will be taking a look at, and okay, for me to be able to pull this up, I've got to plug back in my screen extender thingy so I can see the button that says share. And there it is. Okay. Share. Now unplug. I'm sorry, Salsa. By the way, it's a good thing that I took the dogs outside, because Chalupa took a mean poop. So I'm really glad that I did not keep them inside. Yep, there's more, Tara. There's more. There's always more. OnPassive is the terrible gift that keeps on giving. What can I say? There's always something. All right, so this is Marty and Chris today, and it is called Marty and Chris Sharing Wisdom, Creating Impact. Let me see what the description says. Just, oh gosh, work from anywhere, remote work, passive income. Join our daily live to discover a global AI business opportunity. No special skills needed. Salsa, it's okay. Anyone, anywhere can join. Be part of a revolutionary AI-powered IT company and shape the future with us. Well, how are they going to join? What you'll learn. How to join for free, will you? Are you going to tell them how to join for free? I don't think you are. No tech experience required, even though you'll be supposedly be selling tech. Okay. Work from anywhere in the world. Send an email. Oh, this is it. This is how you sign up. I want on the list today at gmail.com. Oh, not an O-mail? Huh. Interesting. Put me on the list in the subject line, and we'll notify you as soon as we go live to the world. Now, just who in the hell is going to sign up for something like this and wait for months and, very likely years to be part of something? What in the actual is that? So that's how you're going to sign up, is go on an email list. And maybe one day, eventually, you might, perhaps, maybe, we're not sure, find out something. Right? OnPassive, nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it was like Chalupa lost 2 pounds. It was a little bit of loose things too. I was like, oh, I'm so glad that you did that out there and did not go on your pee pad and do any of that. I'm glad I was spared. So yeah, let's get this party started and listen to these 2 yahoos. And yeah, I may need to speed them up, but we'll see. And they're 46 minutes, 29 seconds.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday with two freaky guys. At least one. Anyway, I can't believe it's Friday again. Hey, what's up? One quick thing I didn't tell.
I do have to say to this, it's like Marty is taking over and sending everyone to his own scam. Isn't that interesting? Because I'm kind of wondering, I mean, let's just say, for whatever reason, okay, there's no OnPassive. He doesn't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. They don't know when OnFusion is going to, come online or anything like that. Well, there has got to be a stopping point for Marty and company, right? And at some point, I don't know like what that stopping point is, where him and Dan and Mike would be like, you know what, let's move on to something else. But now if anybody is actually signing up for this, because I really can't imagine anybody watching this crap other than people who are us, the naysayers, and people who are involved in OnPassive. But let's just say, for argument's sake, people are filling that out. He just then is creating himself more of a list to be able to then, I'm using air quotes, offer whatever opportunity to those people and to the people that he's already signed up and that, OnPassive Nation has signed up. Who is paying for their Zoom? I think they're using Restream because the background that they're using, I can show you that exact same background because I have that. They're not using Zoom. And give me just a second. And I will switch it over here. And look, doesn't that look familiar? Look at that. Look at that. They're using Restream. So there you have it. No Zoom for them. Just Restream. All right.
Chris, Dawn's taken Alexis to a meeting for a surgery with that thing on her spine. She wants to get it removed completely so that it doesn't come back. They're just doing a one today. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris first. We got a lot to cover. I hope my little brother out there, Mama Doo's ready, because we're doing his country today. Anyway, go ahead.
There is a free version of Restream, but since they do not have like up in the top right corner, it doesn't say Restream up there, so they're paying for it. And Restream, that's why, remember I told you guys, like, okay, I had a StreamYard. I was paying $10 a month for it because I got a great deal a couple of years ago on a Black Friday. But then this year, they jacked it up to where it was going to be like $34 a month. And it's like, no, I'm not paying that. And now with Restream, I'm paying either $13 or $16 a month for it. I don't remember which, but it's one of those. So I'm like, you know what? I can do that. So that's how much I'm paying. So I'm guessing maybe Dan, the money man, is paying for Restream. I mean, I would think since, Marty and Chris both have been being paid by Ash, a good little chunk there for a while. We don't know if he's still getting paid or not, but we do know that, he was for a long time, that he'd be able to cough up that $16. And if you think that, Marty is as poor as he claims, I highly doubt that. I think, that's a card he likes to play and, make people think that. But I have a sneaking suspicion that's not the case. Let's see. Oh, that sounds expensive. Too bad he's not getting money from OnPassive, right? Chris doesn't seem to know how to properly wear his hats. Wow. I've never noticed that. Now I'm going to be looking, Monhun. Thanks for that.
Chris.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh
I love you, brother.
Chris is looking rough, or is that just me? I mean, he is looking, not good. Like he's really sick.
I love all of you. Let me bounce around here for a second. Birthdays today. A couple of them only. Now, thank goodness. Andreas Schroeder, happy birthday to you. Rajib Beyond, happy birthday to you. Brenda Van Volkenberg, happy birthday to you. Brent James Coates, happy birthday to you. I did see something about the Darius brothers. I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but if it is your birthday, happy birthday to you. I think I saw James post that, but I didn't see it on my Facebook. A couple new prayers today. We're going to add, of course, Marty's granddaughter and Zachary, Marty's son. He's got a blood clot in his calf. He's on blood thinners, and next Wednesday he has to go to a specialist. Hopefully it will dissolve it. He is a postal worker. Hold on. He is a postal worker, and he does a lot of walking, so he needs some prayers. Those are painful.
Yeah, and
I had one once. They're not fun. Lena Sahu and her family, we're praying for you. The California fires, hopefully those slow down a little bit. We're praying for all the firefighters, men and women, and everyone else that's fighting them. I got 3 good newses here. Ron Hobart is back home, thank God. Peter Rogers' procedure went great. He had a thing out saying he feels 500% better. So thank you for that one. And Williams from Seeds Academy is out of the hospital, and he's doing much better. So thank you. Thank the good Lord. Thanks for all your prayers. Again, Dixie Crabtree's brother, who was in that head-on car accident, we're still praying for you. Mary and Oliver Aguilar are praying for you. Harold Fox, Mark Olson, Cindy Hopkins, David Switzer and his brother, Pat Parent, baby Zoe, baby Cam, Joyce and Melvin, Robin and family, Red and Jane's mothers, Chloe and Julie, P&G, Ash's family. Remember his mother-in-law who's got blood pressure issues up and down. So say some prayers for her. Marty's family, of course, especially his daughter Ashley. There's my little man Jacob. And definitely I'll take some more prayers. I can still use them and with my family. All right, Marty, back to you. Hi, Jacob. You're muted.
Oh, no, do not.
Look at the head on that kid.
Say hi, Jacob. They want to hear you say hi.
Hi.
I just really do not like it when he does this. I find it so distasteful.
Hi. Hi. He said my whole name today.
What's his name?
Chris.
Chris what?
Chris. Uncle.
Johnson. Chris Uncle. Chris Johnson.
Chris Uncle.
Say that's my Uncle Chris.
Oh, goodness.
Say it.
He said it perfect this morning.
Oh, gosh. Make
I know.
say it.
Sorry.
They never do what you really want them to do. All right. Anyway, here we go. So I want to do a little extra shout out. There's so many people I want to shout out. We'd have to have a shout out freaking meeting. But the French community with Marcianne and the AI, what do I call her? AI what?
Francine.
Yeah, Francine AI. They take a lot of the videos that I'm doing, they rewrite them in French, and they go over them in their French webinars. It's really cool.
Oh, good.
And they work very hard. So great people. They definitely part of the foundation of this company for sure. Anyway, let me get started. We know that we're in a very special company. And the more I do these other countries and find out the situations of the people in those countries, the more I realized how fortunate we are. So how fortunate we really are, because there's no other hope out there. There's not. You're not going to get the opportunity that we're getting here. Give me a name.
This whole idea that the company OnPassive, OnFusion, whatever the hell it's being called, is the only hope is so scary that that thought is being hammered into people's heads who are part of this, because it's not true. How is it the only hope when there's literally no products, there's no website, you got nothing? How is that the only hope? Marty, you know you're sitting there and you're not being truthful to people. You know that you are not being truthful whatsoever.
Name, Chris.
I'm trying.
There's nobody named Troll. Anyway, I look, there's nobody would come out. I'm Troll. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Okay. I'll take care of it when I'm playing the video. Today, I got a couple things, hopefully, that will be uplifting, or it's something to think about. First, I want to go to one product in the world, which is video conferencing. There's a lot. There's the big dogs and how much money their revenue is, and we'd like to get a piece of that pie. That's one product. So let me play that first. Let me scroll on up. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it.
We're not.
Hello, everybody. Marty here.
Oh,
Doing something a little different today. I'm still going to be doing the different countries and income versus commission, but I wanted to look at something else. We know that on our platform we have a video conferencing platform, Connect, and it's a big market.
Is it just me, or did that get a lot quieter? Because I can't hear it very well, and I'm guessing you guys can't hear it very well either. So let me see if I can do something for all of us so that we can actually hear. No, we don't really want to hear him, but you know what I mean, kind of, and be annoyed by it. Because aren't we always annoyed by it? Okay. Now let's see.
And there's room for.
Well, that's not that much better. Let's see if I can make it all the way up. Okay.
There's room for us. I not only think that we're going to do well, I think we'll take a big chunk of the market cap. Anyway,
it did get super quiet. Okay.
Estimate of key players in video conferencing based solely on their involvement in the space, because obviously Microsoft does other things, WebEx does other.
Wait, hang on. He said, "Oh, Connect." Okay, wait. I got to back this up because I didn't hear that because I was not able to hear anything. Okay, let me try this again.
Let me scroll on up. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, everybody. Marty here. Doing something a little different today. I'm still going to be doing the different countries and income versus commission, but I wanted to look at something else. We know that on our platform we have a video conferencing platform, Connect, and it's a big market, and there's room for us. I not only think that we're going to do well, I think we'll take a big chunk of the market cap. Anyway, here's an estimate of key players in video conferencing based solely on their involvement in the space. Because obviously Microsoft does other things, WebEx does other things, Zoom I think is pretty much just it. Google, of course, Google does many things, Adobe Connect. Okay, so let's get started. Microsoft Teams, right? Estimated value of video conferencing sector, approximately 20 to 40 billion dollars. Boom, baby. Microsoft Teams is integrated into Microsoft 365, so the valuation is a portion of their productivity software business. Okay, WebEx. Now these things I've used, and if I haven't used them, I know that there's people in the company that have. I know the OTech pros have used almost all of these because I've heard them say it. We got WebEx by Cisco Systems. Estimated value of video conferencing sector, 5 to 10 billion. Cisco revenue from WebEx is part of their collaboration and security portfolio. Hard to judge where one stops and one ends, but that's big money. Zoom Video Conferencing Inc. Value of entire company, 80 billion. Zoom focuses on almost exclusively on the video conferencing, so its entire market cap reflects this sector. This one's an easy one. Zoom that's all they do. 80 billion. Huge. Google Meets. Alphabet Inc. Estimated value of video conferencing sector approximately 15 to 30 billion dollars. Boom. Google Meets is part of the Google Workspace, which contributes to a portion of Alphabet's revenue. Adobe Connect. Adobe Inc. We know Adobe, other things that it does. Estimated value of video conferencing sector, 1 to 2 billion. Adobe Connect represents a niche portion of Adobe diverse revenue streams. They have many things they do. The estimated market value of video conferencing sector is approximately 121 to 162 billion. These figures are roughly estimated based on the proportional importance of the video conferencing to each company's broader business model. For precise evaluation, we would need detailed revenues and segments reports from each company. That's okay. This is close enough. But picture this now. We know we have a video conferencing platform. The ones that I've seen compared to ours, I think ours is better. So if you have a better one, it's above market value, so it's cheaper, and you have more functions, and you can stay on there without having to go somewhere else to get what you want, lights out. But let's just assume we get 10%. 10% would be 12.1 billion to, 12.1 billion to 16.2 billion. Okay, let's go in the middle. Let's say 150 billion. 150 billion would be 10%. I believe that's 150 billion. But I could be wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh no, that's wrong. Is that right? It doesn't matter. It's a lot, okay? 150 billion. Now picture that revenue, 100 billion even, coming into our company. One product. Let me say that again. Just one product will be in many sectors, and we'll have many products. In fact, some of what I'm using now when I go from country to country for commissions and all that, I'm using as an example product A, or sometimes I mention video conferencing, like OConnect. It's pretty powerful. I just wanted to run it by everybody. Imagine 10%. Imagine 20%. 32 billion. What? We're in a good place. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And I'll turn it back over to you. Anyway, so we're back. And super chat.
Yeah, I got to turn that down now. Goodness. Don't want that loud. That's just so weird.
Thank you very much.
There we go. That's better.
For the super chat. Another thing, let's move on. I have another one. Like I said, I cut around and made one for Sierra Leone, where our buddy Mamadou Diallo is from. What a great guy he is. He's got a big heart for such a little guy. I don't know how it fits, but he's a nice guy. I did his country. We'll do that right now, and then I'll turn it over to Chris. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to Sierra Leone. I'm really excited about talking about this country.
I just want to share this. Marty says, this is Monhun, Marty does not understand that market cap is not the same as sales, income, or earnings. I think he believes these numbers are how much the named companies bring in annually. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what he thinks too. Business genius. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is the thing. This is Ash's mouthpiece. This is who is the spokesperson out there, front and center, talking up the company. Can you imagine, like, actual people running real businesses with, income streams and all of that? They're doing whatever it is they do, and they come across this because they're looking at video conferencing software. Do you think that they would listen to Marty and think, yeah, that's a guy I want to do business with? Or do you think they would just have a good belly laugh and be like, get a load of this? Because it's also nonsensical. Sorry, Marty, but that's the truth. It's nonsensical.
Because one of the people that work with us is like a family member to me. He's got a really big heart, cares about people. I've never seen him upset. He's always positive. He's the perfect candidate to be like the poster child for our company, without a doubt. Love the guy. Everybody does. Anyway, you all know who I'm talking about. Mamadou Diallo. Great guy. Anyway, this is where he's from, and I'm going to go through the country here and break it down. Now, let me go really quick. For anybody watching this that have not been going to our live YouTube shows every single day at 9 a.m. New York, this is separate, so I want to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I take each country in the world and I break it down of what they make, what their number one production is, what their export is, and I compare it, and I try to show how in our company, which is might be a secret to most, is the best company in what I'm doing.
Out of here.
I take each country in the world and I break it down of what they make, what their number one production is, what their export is, and I compare it, and I try to show how in our company, which is might be a secret to most, is the best company in the world, the only one that gives an opportunity for everyone to be successful. And you understand why as I go. But yes, I love the company. I love all the people I've met. We have people probably from every country in the world that is in this company, really. Anyway, so what I want to do is I'm using hypothetical numbers. Our company is AI with heart, okay? We're going to have many, 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 many products.
Are you?
All of the products, or 99% of the
that?
products, will be AI induced. Newsflash to everybody, AI is our servant. It's not going to take us over. It does things for us in lightning speed and accuracy. And we're hooked with machine learning. Lights out, drop the mic, shut the front door, right? So let's get started. Based on available data, here's a breakdown of the average incomes in Sierra Leone, both monthly and yearly. Okay. Sierra National, their income is average monthly 5,720,000 SLL, which is the name of their currency. Okay. Yearly average 68,640,000. Now let's break it down to US dollar because it's easier for me to understand. So average, they make $1,665 a month, $19,980 a year. And here's where I want to break it down. Hypothetical numbers, okay? We're going to have many streams of income. Why? We're going to have many products. The products that we're going to have are in high demand. Products that are out there, but our company has taken them, rebuilt them. They didn't upgrade them. They rebuilt them and made them better, more user-friendly, high technology, above market value, and on top of that, bing, boom, they will pay you a commission. But I'm using hypothetical numbers right now. We're getting ready to launch to the world. At the end of this, there'll be a short video that gives you a bullet points of what the company's all about. It's a whopping 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. You can watch that at the end. Here's how I want to break it down. One of the many things I love about the company is the same commission I'm getting, not because of skills. Anybody that's in and has a sale, they get the same commission. So right now we know that if it was a $100 product, whatever it is, and the company paid 25% commission. They have paid 25% commission before it. That's why I'm using the number. Could be more, could be less. I believe it's going to be as much as the company can possibly give because that's who the CEO is. Anyway, so let's go. 67 sales, whether it's an affiliate or a customer, purchased product A. Let's remember, these products are in high demand. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're making the wheel better with some extra on top. So you take 67 times $25 commission, 1,665. Rounds up, rounds down, no big deal. But right there, just 67 sales a month of people buying what they're normally buying, but they are buying ours because it's better. Now, here's the thing. Everybody says theirs is better. I recommend very highly to get in, look at it for yourself. There'll be free periods where you can use the products. Judge for yourself. I love saying that because if you're good and there's no shenanigans, there's no hidden fees, there's no fees that come up later that you didn't know about. Everything's up front. If you're doing the best, giving the best, and being the best, and doing it with heart and caring about people, you don't have to play the games. But imagine 10%. Imagine somebody we know in the company or somebody we haven't met yet makes 10% more a month. So let's say 7 sales at this current rate that's hypothetical. So you got 7 times 25. $175. Listen, an extra $175 a month for most people, 99% of people on the planet, is life-changing. Now let's just say 20%. It's 20%. That's my grandson. I'm sorry, I can't get him required. But an extra $350 a month. Come on. $350 anywhere starting to impact, right? Groceries, electric bill, whatever. And then let's say you get to 40%. Boom, $700 a month. Now we're talking. And for countries like Sierra Leone, my gosh, what an impact that would have. And what the philosophy of one of the philosophies of the company, and there's many, is once you fill your pockets and you take care of you and your family, in turn, now we start blessing others. And the main thing is we want to uplift humanity. One guy can't do it. One woman can't do it. I don't care how much money you have. There's only so much you can do. But what happens if 1 million people did it or 2 million? We can't rely on the government. We have to take care of ourselves. But this company, if it wasn't for this company, people around the world would never have a chance. I've been online 20 years this year, full time. I've done
exactly. How are they having a chance when there's absolutely nothing for anyone to do other than watch these motivational videos, webinars, whatever the hell you want to call them, these streams that they're doing day in and day out? That's all you have. You have nothing else. How is that going to help anyone? It seems to me it's like you're wasting a lot of people's time. And there's a lot of people who have gotten loans to have joined OnPassive. More than anything, you've damaged people. And by continuing to pump people up, so to speak, with this nonsense, is just furthering the damage. It's absolutely insane. And it's really making me angry that he's continuing to do this. And this whole concept that this is the only thing. No, there's a lot of things out there in the world. Anything other than this nonsense. Well, okay, not anything. I mean, don't go for after those opportunities everybody's, offering that are online or anything MLM. Don't do any of that stuff. But there are other ways. This is not it. Period.
Everything. I've lost a lot of money.
And
I've been with this company 6 years this month. And we haven't launched yet. We're launching very soon, within weeks. Why am I here? That? Because of what I just told you. No matter how big of a team I could build, whatever company it was, whatever product it was, the fact is, can't bring anybody with you. In fact, you find yourself deceiving people, and that I couldn't do that. Myself, my 2 business partners, we just said, I don't know what we're going to do. Because once you find out you can build a team, you can do all that. Now you're telling people, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep going. You're going to do great. It's lying. They don't have a chance. Numbers don't lie. 97, 98% of the people online fail. They lose money. There's
ding,
nothing
ding,
out.
Ding, 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 ding. Marty, you're admitting it. That people lose money with this nonsense. Why in the hell do you think this is different? Because it's not. Have you forgotten that people are owed money? And how are they going to get that? Oh, they can't. Because the person who's responsible for that fled to Egypt. Because, Ash made sure that he was not responsible for that.
That can give you a better chance in this company. I'm just from my experience, okay? So let's move down. There's different cities and stuff that break it down for you, but it's all the same, right? It's all about the same. So 800 sales a year. Now I want to tell you something else. Always remind myself of something else.
800 sales
Think about
a year.
this.
Good luck on that.
The original customer or affiliate, whoever, comes in when product number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 come out, which they're going to come out every month, every 2 months, every 2 weeks, whatever, it's going to be another product, high demand, being used everywhere. Some of these original people are going to buy 2 products. How do I know? I do it. Before I found this company, I had apps, I had bridges, I had everything you could imagine. I had to buy a little here, a little here, a little here to make it work as a marketer. Imagine it all under one roof. Crazy. Anyway, so let me move on. The average monthly income, it breaks it all down. This data is consistent across major cities. You can look all this up. Okay, top products produced. Agriculture products. Key crops include cassava. I've heard that everywhere. Rice, oil, palm fruit, vegetables, sweet potatoes, milk, citrus fruits, ground nuts, fruits, and sugarcane. Mineral resource, the country is rich in minerals such as diamonds, titanium, ore, can't even say it, iron ore, gold, chromite. Top exports, ores, slag, ash, valued at $1.2 billion, accounting for 79.7% of the total export. Gems, precious metals, valued at $100.7 million, presenting 6.7% total of the exports. Cocoa, valued at $52 million, making up 3.5% export. That's a lot there. A lot of money. I don't think it's going here, just from what I'm saying. So let's take care of each other. And like I said, there's no guarantees. This is hypothetical. This is not get rich quick. It's get rich the right way.
Is get rich the right way. So you are saying people will get rich from what you're offering here, which is to sign up to your list and you'll email them when this quote unquote launches. Oh, that sounds legit.
Another thing, unlimited potential. No, it's not going to have overnight. 1 sale,
Unlimited
2 sales,
potential.
3 sales. Now let me put the cherry on top. Are you ready? This company will have available where you can purchase AI targeted traffic. That puts you up in the big leagues. This is what would make you don't need to be a marketer. AI targeted traffic will bring people to you. And if you want to know about AI targeted traffic in depth, make sure you go to my YouTube channel or Chris, and I have a video there that breaks down AI targeted traffic. Anyway, like I said, there's a video that follows this. Check it out, and I think you'll be impressed. And like I said, I'm not trying to talk you into anything. I'm sharing what I know and my enthusiasm at a whopping 65 years old. Check it out for yourself. You owe it to yourself and your family. And if you don't like it, don't do it. If you got something that somebody has to pressure you, I wouldn't do it. If it's good enough, we're all smart enough to know. We could judge. And if you want to be in a community of people that really, truly care for each other, that's more, you can't put a price tag on that. Anyway, thank you very much. Wow, what do I say on top of that? Damn! No, I'm just kidding. Chris, you're looking much better. You're looking dapper.
Okay. Tara says, this reminds me of the most boring briefing I attended in Iraq. They read every word of 152 PowerPoint slides. Holy shit. Except they could actually pronounce every word. Well, that's the thing about Marty is he can't spell and he can't pronounce words, at all. Modhun says, Marty seems to like pointing out the exports of precious stones and then say it's going to be the right people, but it's actually a minuscule amount. Tara says, why do you need to purchase targeted traffic if you've already paid for the regular traffic and everyone will want OConnect, and it's all done for you. It's all done for you. You shouldn't have to do that, should you? Monhun says in Sierra Leone, if all of the money from exports of gems was to be distributed to the entire population, each person would get $12 per year, or a 0.06% increase in their average annual income. Wow. Oh, God. I am so tired of Marty doing this bullshit.
You got that gangster lean, you know? You're leaning like this now?
What?
Because you think you're cool. Look, yeah, there it is. That's Detroit, guys. Just so you know. It's built in. That's the Detroit gangster lean. You don't even know it.
Yeah, that's my lean. That's just because my head's so big it stays to the right. So
Well, I didn't want to go there. That would be making fun of you, and I would never, ever do that.
never, ever do that.
Never.
You know what? Right now there's someone watching this who's brand new, just came up on their feed, and they're saying, wow, what is
People are
this?
crazy.
There's a lot of people that are watching this right now that maybe none of you know, but they're watching it and they're thinking, man, I can really use that in my life right now. And then I have a lot of people that, let's talk about Sierra Leone, if I say it right, Mamadou's country. And someone reached out to me and said, Chris, you know, most of these people can't even afford to get into something like this. And I always say there's hope in everything. And I'm going to talk about Mamadou for a couple seconds. And I'm also going to use him as an example from people all over the world. Mamadou comes from that country. Like Marcian and all the rest of them that are a lot from Africa, they all come from these countries. And I can bet you, by any means, when someone says, Chris, they don't really have the money to get into something like that, which is really peanuts, that the Mamadous, the Marcians, the African French community is going to say, listen, I got your first one. I'm going to help you out. And you're going to pass it on to the next person. That's the giving part of this company that a lot of you haven't seen yet, where we have individuals that's going to reach out to their community and start them off just to get the ball rolling. So when someone says some of these countries are so poor, and I say, don't you worry about it, we got them. We're going to help a lot of people out.
Let me add something that you brought that up.
Go ahead.
Ash Mufara built this for the very people you're saying can't afford it. He knows what people make. He came from very humble beginnings. And remember this, there'll be other ways to make money in this company for just that reason. I believe this. I don't know. I believe it. There'll be ways to generate income for our less fortunate brothers and sisters around the world. That's I believe that 99% of what I'm saying. So don't worry about that. Remember, all of this was because he wants to uplift humanity. You don't have to uplift certain people. They're already uplifted. So a mass majority of the country, the world, needs help. Of course he knows that. So I just wanted to add that, Chris, because you know he's taken everything into consideration. No doubt about it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're okay. Everything in consideration. That's why this company is here today. Because for the last 20 years of let's just say his whole life, as Marty just said, he had some rough beginnings in his life. He was probably a lot worse off than a lot of people around that are in here. And he turned himself around and he believed in himself. He believed in what he was doing. And he had at one point, he had said, now I got to find people that believe in the same thing. Boy, did he find them. He found them in every part of the world, which is amazing. You know, Ash, I was just reading in the Bible, and I was thinking about a movie.
Oh, goodness.
The clay maker, the pot maker that gets on that wheel. Remember from Ghost? And you put the water in your hand and you mold that sucker the way you want it. Next thing you know, it starts flopping around and you just start over. This is what Ash has probably done since the beginning when he was very young. he kept saying, man, no, that's not right. I got to start over. And this is what he keeps doing. He keeps spinning that wheel. And I'm going to say he's almost got the perfect pot because it's ready to break out, put on the shelves, put on your shelves. And I don't mean literally. Digital products that he's molded with his new tech team, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, in business and family, throughout the journey of any institution, you'll have some little fallbacks, setbacks here and there. That's part of it. But I think the biggest setbacks that we had are already gone by, and we're just trying to get that all straightened out. So you heard Marty say we're going to be launching soon. We hear a couple of weeks. We don't really know when, but we know that it is coming. We know that we can look forward to helping these countries that Marty has been talking about. And like I said, it's really an amazing change that's going to happen in people's lives. There's 7 to 10 people right now, I guarantee, saying, man, I can really use that. And those same 7 to 10 people are saying, and I got a lot of family that can use this. It's worth checking out. And that's what we say all the time. That's what we said from the beginning when we started, when Marty started, when I started. It's worth checking out, and you make your own decision. We're not here to convince you. We're not here to sell you.
Chris, what are they going to check out? Where are they going to go to check out anything? There's nothing for anyone to see. Remember, they have to sign up to get on Marty's list so he can let them know that they've launched. Because there's nothing to check out. There's no website. There's nothing. What are they supposed to check it out by just watching you guys every day? That's going to be helpful. Jeez, Mose. Bloody hell. They're really irritating me today. Get me all kinds of upset.
You anything. We're here to show you something that's brand new and unique that's happening.
How can you show it to them?
It's a life-changing company. It's a life-changing family, as we say. We've came across every country in the world, some of the greatest people I've ever seen from all over the world who have gotten up off their chair and said, man, I got to talk about this. This can really, turn my country around. One of them is Mamadou. Mamadou came to the United States. He works like a mule. He's got 2 jobs. He's nonstop, and he helps out his family. When he's seen what this company can really do for his family, he said, man, I got to get into this.
But
I can change so many lives. That's really what it's always been about, changing lives. You could take the money aspect out of it, which, of course, that's a lot of things that draws people to anything. But take that aspect out of it and just changing lives for the better, helping people that are sick or starving. Mamadou's going to do some great things over there. So is Marcianne. So is Narelle in Australia, Vavine. All these people, I could go on and on. Every one of them have a goal in mind, what they're going to do, with the blessings that they're going to receive from this company. Plus, the help from company when other bigger things in this company happen and are able to help out bigger and bigger things. You see, each day this company goes, something bigger is happening in the background, maybe in Africa, maybe in India, maybe in Bangladesh. Like, man, there's a little guy or a little gal saying, wow, my neighborhood needs some help. We could do a lot of big things. That's the stuff that we don't see. We talk about it. Now, we can't talk to every single person in the world. We try. But they're right now setting something up in their community that's going to completely help their community. They're not thinking about, I'm going to get myself a new house, a new Porsche, a speedboat, snowmobiles.
What?
That's the American. That's the American to me, because I love all that stuff. What they're saying is, man, I got at least 7 neighbors that I know are barely able to feed their kids. What this is going to do. So the things that you don't see are actually happening. just like Ash Mafara.
Hey, Chelsea.
He's building some amazing things right now. And you'll all know soon, I could say soon, what's going to happen. But it's the people.
All right. Hang on, I lost it. Give me a second here. I mean, are you guys as irritated as I am by the bullshit these people are saying? I mean, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Two grown men every day doing this. And just damaging more people. Okay. I'll back it up.
Do things. Get off a new house, a new Porsche, speedmobiles. That's going to and 7 neighbors that I know are here to feed their kids. What you don't see are actually happening. That's part. No, soon I can going to happen, but it's the people that are doing this, building up a community. And you heard Marty, not one person can't always do it.
Again.
But he found a lot of persons that just want to change life for the better. And welcome to this company, guys.
I don't know why it's choppy. Maybe if I do this, refresh it.
Building, looking at things that they can fix. That's the main goal.
Let me know if that helped at all.
Here. And you heard Marty, not one person can't always do it, but he found a lot of persons. He found a lot of persons that just want to change life for the better. And welcome to this company, guys. You can call it whatever you want it. It's a God-fearing, loving company that found a bunch of people who want the same thing, who don't like the war. You got people, thousands of people a day trying to come to different countries, leaving their country because of wars and evil dictatorship. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. But I think as we get going and more people join this company, which I think it's going to be a lot, there's 8 billion people in the world. And I don't know what the percentage of the 8 billion, excuse me, that are suffering or going through turmoil because of a war, because of someone evil. But it's going to give them the power to change their life where they want to go. It's going to give them a power to build up what they've always wanted to build up because someone keeps tearing it down on them. You know,
now, when you have nothing.
This company welcomes everybody. There's no walls in this company. All right, there's no fences. It's open to anyone that wants it. And if you're watching this right now, first I would say like and subscribe because we're going to talk every day, 7 days a week, both our channels. But if you're watching this right now and you're just sick and tired of the crap that's going on in this world, well, sometimes you have to make the change. And the change right now is just you coming in and checking out what this company is all about. Right now, I don't know, we got 400 or 500 people on here. If you know one of them, I guarantee one of them's from your country because we have countries from all over the world. That's no lie. That's real. People in every single country in the world are in this company. Imagine what happens when we go viral and people find out about
good
like
Lord.
Mama News, the Marcians. What they're going to do? Look at these guys. And then they're going back to their home country and helping each individual out. And then those people help each individual out. You know, we're not an MLM company, and most everything in life is almost like a triangular or a pyramid. When you help somebody out, you go to the next person. The next person goes to the next person. That's what humanity should be like. Not tearing somebody down all the time. But real brick and mortar company that cares about individuals, regardless where they live, who they pray to, the color of their skin, their gender. We accept all and we love everyone. Marty, my voice is starting to go. Back to
You
you.
sound awful.
Could tell you feel better though.
Hey, Papa, look.
You always had a
Better?
cracky,
Look, Papa.
nerve-wracking voice, but other than that, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, let me. How do I shut that off? Overlay. Anyway, yeah, we'll get wrapped up. Chris, you can control the chat. I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I know we took on a lot in the last few years. You can hear one of the things we took on next to me. Yeah, he can actually have a conversation for hours just with him. But no, I'm really fortunate. I'm so stoked. Big things are happening, and I want to say it again. I know Ash pretty well, okay, as well as anybody probably here. And I want to tell you, he is. I've never seen him more excited. Of course, knives and daggers are sticking out of his back, but he's really no joke. He's super excited. And let me tell you, it means a lot to me that he's that excited, because all that he's been through in his family, and to look at and see a smile on his face and the confidence he has, because if he's confident and he's happy, our dreams come true. It's that simple. We have a chance to win. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for the support. I'm not sure where I'm going tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff in the lineup. I hope you enjoyed what we did. If you have any suggestions of countries you haven't seen. Now, if you're not sure, go to my YouTube channel, and if you click on playlist, there'll be a playlist of all the countries that we've done. So you don't have to go looking all over to find out where they are. I joined OnPassive because I want to help. Yeah, of course, all of us do. Jerry next, big shout out for Jerry. Like I said, we got unbelievable people. I work at a high pace at night in trivia. It's a lot of fun. Do we know everything? No. Who cares? Some of the answers are just hilarious.
Is it?
Okay. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I mean that. Chris, while I'm taking care of that, would you say a few more words? Yeah, you're loud, but not that loud.
There's a couple ones I'm trying to send you. Tanya keeps sending them to me. But, you know, as we go along each day, a lot of people, Chris, what's happening now? All I can tell you is there's more things happening than you can imagine. There's more work being done pretty much every single day. How do we know this? Well, I just can tell you, you're going to have to trust us. There's lots of things that are moving. There's lots of gears in this company, and I guarantee they're all greased up well, and they're rolling as progress. And in progress, sometimes there's a little knot that gets caught in one of these gears. And normally we just delete it out, if you know what I'm talking about, Marty. We have a lot of little knots in this company as far as people. And we just slowly push them out of the way because really, if they don't want to share the goodness of this company and they want to talk about bad things, we don't really care for that. We just move on. Daily, we try to inspire and lift people up countries nonstop, but there's one way that wants to say something bad. That's okay. We don't care really. I always get to pray for you, but I don't really care for yours. Is my right. Opinions are like fingers. We'll say everyone's got a few, and it's okay to state your opinion. But if you're negative about it, we don't listen to you. I can throw out names, but I won't.
Wow, it's really
One
funny.
especially I really want to, but I won't. Everyone has
For someone who doesn't listen to anybody who's critical, you sure bring it up a hell of a lot, Chris. I kind of think you listen to it, because it seems to really bother you.
Send it to me. They know who you are, and just be careful. It's all I got to say is you can be terminated. I'm sorry, but you'll be terminated for the stuff.
Well, I know I'm not being terminated because I'm not part of it. But, if anybody needs to be careful, Chris, it's you. You and your sidekick over here, or are you his sidekick? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I mean, you both are so much alike. But you two, well, it's a little bit late for you guys to be careful now, isn't it? Bet you should have been. Should have listened.
That you say and I'll do everything I can to make that happen. I promise you that. So, just look forward to what's coming, guys. Look forward to it every day. The freedoms you're going to have, the help you're going to be able to do. Just a better life. Just think about a better life when you wake up tomorrow morning. What is a better life to you? Ask yourself.
Good morning to you as well.
Is it better food, better clothes, better house? There's all kinds of things you can ask yourself. But if you keep yourself motivated on that positive, stay away from all the other negatives, your life will turn around. Put God in your life. I'm telling you, things going to go straight to the top when you do that. Might take a couple minutes, as I say, because God, he listens every day, but he says, hold on, Chris. I got to think about this one. I think he says that a lot about me, but that's okay. I trust in God's timing. I trust 100% in what Ashmafar is doing. I trust 100% in what this company is going to do. Actually, I know what this company is going to do for a lot of people
Oh, do
all
you
over
now?
the world. And even the what we call the naysayers, they're going to jump in.
Hey, Lamar.
Some people got like big mouths and they think that they know something when they don't. They're going to still be back. Don't worry about that. I don't worry about it. I got a lot of people that I got in here. I don't know if I believe in this anymore. Okay. I'm not going to discuss it. Okay, go. You'll be back. Just go. Don't worry about it right now. And that's what a lot of people need to do. If you're uneasy or you just, you're not getting it, just take a step back. Let it happen. We're here every day. You can watch us every single day. We're going to tell you the same thing. All right, Marty, hurry up. My voice is going. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. It's very humbling that people listen to us. You could be doing other things. Not quite as important as listening to me and Chris, but you could be doing other things. Anyway, let me see some. Anyway, thank you very much. Will be something new tomorrow. Tonight, I don't know if there's anything really. Anyway, we know that if you want to do trivia, if you want to do trivia, we're always there. I don't know if she's doing a show or trivia, but either way,
she's doing trivia. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. See you all. Thank you very much, Chris. Great job.
Bye.
Love you all. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Goodness. Okay. Well, I have another one for you guys, so I'm going to have to find it. It's a very short one. Give me just a second. This is it. Oh, crap. I'll put the extender on again so I can see the share button. Now, where did it go? There it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, yeah, we'll get this one going.
Was in the game and they were playing hard, and we keep winning. OnPassive has been nonstop winning, as Marty just said, for all of us. It isn't just for the Mafara family. He's never thought about the Mafara family. I honestly believe he put all us in front of his own family because he wants the world to succeed where it never has succeeded. Okay? So you guys are on the greatest football team. And someday, and I'll say it when I do own the Detroit Lions, I'm going to give that same speech that my coach gave to me to those.
Oh my gosh. Chris thinking he's going to own the Detroit Lions because of all the money he's going to be making selling what, Oconex? That is a good one, sir. That's a good one.
Players, where they are. All right? That's the honest to God truth. One of my big goals is to own the Detroit Lions. Video. Through OnPassive, it's now a possibility. And you're all might be the naysayers. You can laugh all you want. You see, my goals and my dreams are all going to happen. I pulled the trigger on every one of these. Why? Because I found OnPassive, or OnPassive found me, and it's going to create. It's created multi things in my brain. Wow, I can actually do this now. You know, dreaming is one thing, and it's a great thing. It allows us to realize that something good in our lives is going to happen, and I'll be able to do this or that. OnPassive, guys, OnPassive is the dream catcher, the dream to make it happen. That's what I love about it. You can say whatever you want about me. This guy's a nut job. I'm a total nut job. I'm
at least admit it.
12-year high school guy. I went to college for a year and a half, decided I want to just work and make money. Worked 32 years in a factory, retired, found OnPassive, and I have been reborn again to freedom, reality, time, and everything. And all I can do is be thankful about it. I don't ask the questions. 25%, Ash Mafara, is paying people. And let me tell you something. People are paying. That's a phenomenal commission for doing absolutely nothing. I'm looking forward to the next hour. I'm looking forward to the next week, the next month, the next year, because Ash Mafara said, make as much as you want. I'm never going to cap it. Keep going. Keep sharing your dreams out. Keep teaching people there's a better way, and you're going to be hunted. And oh my gosh, am I being hunted right now? I can't speak for everyone else, but I know I am. Chris, I want to know all about this. Tell me more. I've watched you for 3 years. I've ignored you because I thought you were a lunatic, but now I want to know. And very soon, everything Ash Mafara has talked about for the last 3 years since I've been in it is all happening now. I love it. Marty DeGarmo, back to you, brother.
Good gravy.
I got to make sure I put that up there. Look, but the women beat him the night before.
Good gravy. Can you believe that, Chris? Actually, at that time, I don't know if he still believes it. I mean, maybe he does, that he's going to buy the Detroit Lions. I mean, I don't know what the man's on, but okay. What do you guys think? Anyone? You got thoughts on any of this? Hello to you and welcome. It was happening then. It's not happening now, Chris. Exactly. Not at all. Tara says, someone asked if they were getting Odesk back. Did they ever? No, they never had Odesk. I mean, other than it being, you know, I guess on that list somewhere of like all the bazillion different products that they have. But other than that, that's it. That is it. Oh man, that was some rich stuff tonight, guys. Absolutely bizarre. Oh, you're so really rolling your eyes to give thoughts. Right, buy one of the stuffed lions, but otherwise, nope. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, maybe he could color a lion and you could go get a, you know, coloring book or something. That's about it, because, you know, I mean, not going to be getting any those commissions. Dang it. And this is not pulling up what I want to have pull up. Oh, well. Well, guys, that's it for me for tonight. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat, and thank you to any of the lurkers, all of the lurkers. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Give the stream a, you know, thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. And I did change my coffee site, which I was going to, do I have that pulled up? I was going to show that to you. Where is it? Oh, dang it. You know what? I'll show it to you another time, because would have to go get my thing back in terms of to be able to share it, because I can't see the screen to share it, which is really annoying, that because I'm also about out of juice. So, but working on getting something to take care of that too, eventually. But I changed my coffee so that there's not a membership per se. You can just, when you want to, you can, oops. And I am showing it. This is one of the things that I am looking to get, because I need things, shipping supplies. Well, oh, it did connect. Okay. All right. So I'll say this again. Have a good one, everyone. And, you know, I'll be back. I'm not sure when. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Who knows? never know what's going on. I'm hoping to get to the Brobot stuff. And Angel, I know you want to see the Brobot stuff. I've got to get that all pulled back up again. So have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening. And don't forget, you're beautiful. And I love you until next time. Talk to you later. Bye. Good night.